AI can literally read our minds now. A team from Osaka was able to reconstruct visual images from MRI scan data using Stable Diffusion. If you guys don't know what MRI scans are, we'll go into that a bit later, but check these visuals out. Basically, the top images, the top row, are images that were shown to people, the test subjects that were doing this experiment. And the bottom row are what the AI picked up and recreated using its AI model. You can see here, this is the bear that the subject was shown. And this is the bear that was created by the AI. I mean, like, that's so accurate. The only thing that's missing is a little bit of the shape and a little bit of the color. But in terms of the rest, it's pretty accurate, right? Even the train, you can see it is a train going the same direction with almost the same angle. Very similar. So MRI scans, guys, I mean, if you don't know what they are, that's all right. But MRI scans are used to pick up issues with soft tissue. So people use them to pick up things like cancer, things like pain or tumors, all of these sorts of things. So MRI scans in the brain will allow this AI tool to see the brain waves, how it's going, how it's moving, what's happening within those waves. And using Stable Diffusion, it seems that they've been able to recreate that image. So again, the Stable Diffusion is sort of like the text image core AI model that softwares like Midjourney use. So if you haven't used Midjourney is sort of bot an AI tool. It got really popular. It's sort of like DALL-E, where you can prompt it to make something. It'll create the image of that quite accurately. So calm wind over a meadow at night, and it'll create what it thinks that best is. So this is manual prompt, but in this case, it's been able to do that automatically. This opens up quite a lot of new features for humanity, right? It unlocks a lot of things for us as a species, good and bad, right? The good things are that, you know, in the case of maybe the police have to solve some crimes and you've got a really A-level criminal who's not giving up information, well, you can kind of just get the Stable Diffusion mind reader app to figure out what he's thinking and whether you can prompt him, whether he says it or not. Surely he can't stop what he's thinking. And the policing services should be able to figure out where things are hidden or, you know, say abducted people, abducted kids, and all sorts of things. So maybe in criminology it could become a thing. Of course, there's a lot of human rights stuff with this. This unlock really needs to be protected and used in specific cases. You can't just go into people's brains and figure out what they're thinking. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of red tape if this does go mainstream. So yeah, one, solving crimes. Number two, I think this was pretty cool. I had a shower thought the other day. Automatic note taking. You guys know when you take notes or when you think of something really cool, you're pacing around the house and, you know, you've got these thoughts, but when you put it onto paper, it doesn't come out exactly that way, right? So imagine if there was a way to just basically whatever you're thinking straight away, notes or imagery right onto paper. Probably get a lot of junk there because my mind at least goes through 100 different things per minute. But hey, it might be a way to put out that content, maybe use another app to summarize that content. Something that's just popped into my mind. Number three, which is pretty interesting, create concept designs automatically. So again, for artists or creators, usually they have a vision, they want to create that, or, you know, there's a creative element of humanity that a large part of our being, right? We like to be creative people, we like to draw stuff, and drawing, you can't exactly, well, at least noobs can't exactly articulate what they're thinking straight away on paper, right? But imagine if visually, maybe if you, even if you're a trained architect, you can just think of a model and then boom, it's there, rather than you spending the next day or two or maybe a week designing it out. You can almost get a concept started. So a few things that can come out of this technology. Again, it needs to be completely protected in the sense of not getting used in bad ways, but hey, you know, these are the unlocks that AI is going to give to humanity, which if used well, could change the world. Anyway, follow me on DCL Blogger. I'll be going through more AI YouTube content and metaverse stuff and just new age tech.